I've got another TV here. That's a wall mount TV. I installed the bracket for it. And I've got to hook it up to the electrical and all that. And this dresser right here fits up against the wall. I had to pull that away from the wall to get back there. And lo and behold, I didn't find an electrical outlet or anything. This outlet right here is for the DVD cable for a Blu-ray player. And I just cut that in and installed that. And I put another cut-in box up there, and that's where that wire is hanging there. That's going to be for the DVD. So I'm going to plug that into the back side of that TV because I don't want any cables hanging down. Okay, but what happened to the plug for the TV and the cable TV connection? Well, way over here in the corner is where they were. See that blank plate there straight in front of you? That was where the cable came out of the wall, so that you take your cable connection from the TV and then screw it into there. But I didn't want to run it all the way over there because this area is wide open. This dresser fits up against the wall just to about there. Then there's this big gap, and they're probably going to end up putting a little tall boy dresser or something there, but I didn't want to have, when they walked into the room, look over there and see the white cable hanging out from where that blank plate is, going across there and then up to the TV. Or I could have had it come out where the DVD was and then just run it across the floor and then up to that plug, you know, for where the cable location was. And I could have done that. There's an option, but I thought, you know, I don't really want to do that if I can get up into the ceiling. And the ceiling, there's an attic area above that. So I fished a new cable down there for the TV cable, and I put it in there and put a blank plate on there. And then I've got it up in the ceiling now, up in the attic. Then I'm going to have to bore a hole down through the top plate and then come back down to the TV. And there's a cut-in box behind the TV where I've got that DVD cable, and I'm going to run it out of that and then hook it up to the back of the TV. Then voila, you won't see any cables at all. But interestingly enough, what am I going to do about the power? See that plug off to the left? It's on that sidewall, and I'd have to plug in the TV all the way over there and run it across up here. I don't want to do that. So what options do I have here? Now the option I've decided, there's two options here. Let's talk about the first option that I'm not going to do. Okay, I could put a cut-in box behind the TV, and then I could fish a wire on down, and where that box is there, I could cut in another box next to that and fish a wire from the top there on down through that to that hole right there. Okay? Then I would have to take some wire mold or something like that. It's some raceway. It's an exposed wire, and it comes in a piece of track, and you can get fittings for it. And that's how I was going to do it originally. If you've never installed that stuff, it's kind of slick, and I would have had to have done that had I not had an attic area above here. Well, I could put a box right there against the wall and then come out with some wire mold, go down the floor, go across and over, put a surface mounted box on that electrical outlet box, and then tie it into there, and I could still have a plug there, and then I would end up having a plug over here. Okay? And then I'd have the wire inside the wall going up. Because see, this would just be a junction box, okay? You could put a plug there too if you wanted, you know, in case you have a lamp on your dresser or something. But then I'm going to run a cable I would run a cable on the inside of the wall to a cut-in box up here, put a plug in there, and plug the TV in there. Whew! That sounds like a lot of work, huh? But that's what you would have to do if you don't have a plug on this wall and if you don't have an attic. Okay, that's the first option. What's the second one? Do you have any ideas and thoughts about that? You've listened to everything I've said so far. What would you do here?